I'm making slow cooker cowboy butter chicken drumsticks. These are fall off the bone tender and so good. Here we go. I'm going to start by prepping the chicken. Here I have a 1/3 cup of all-purpose flour. To that I'm going to add a tablespoon of Montreal chicken seasoning. Actually, I'm eyeballing. Here I have some smoked paprika. I'm going to add some onion powder. Again, eyeballing, maybe 2 teaspoons. Here I'm going to add a tablespoon of lemon pepper seasoning. I'm also going to add some garlic powder. Again, 2 teaspoons. That works. I'm also going to add some crushed red pepper flakes. And I'm going to give this a really good mix. Essentially, these are seasonings and flavors that I use in a cowboy butter. Okay, so that's mixed. Before I forget, I'm also going to add some chicken bouillon powder. Check the description below for the ingredient list. And again, a lot of the ratios are up to you, but I'll give you a starting place. Here I have some Dijon mustard, and I'm going to add around 2 tablespoons to about 4 pounds of chicken legs or drumsticks. I'm going to give that a good mix. You'll want to coat all of the chicken with this Dijon mustard. You also could just use yellow mustard. Once this is coated, I'm going to sprinkle on part of this seasoning mixture. And now just give it a mix, toss the chicken around, and just make sure to coat this as evenly as possible into my 8-quart slow cooker. And now I'm going to shake in the rest of that seasoning. I'm also going to add butter. Here I have 1 stick of butter. This is 8 tablespoons or 113 grams of unsalted butter. And I just kind of place it all over the top of the chicken, cover with the lid, set it to high, and cook until tender and done. It's going to take like 3 hours. I'm also going to be making mashed potatoes with this dinner, so I'm just going to peel around 2 pounds of russet potatoes. It'll be like 1.5 to 2 pounds. By the way, be sure to give this video a like, save it, share it, and maybe subscribe to my channel. I'd appreciate it. Okay, so I'm just going to chop up the potatoes, and after I cut them into chunks, I'm going to give them a good rinse and then fill the pot of water, maybe like a 1/2 inch of water over the top. And I'm going to put these on my stove and let them come to a boil. First, I am going to add some salt. You could also add chicken bouillon powder into the water, but I already added that to the chicken seasoning. Cover with the lid, bring to a boil, and cook. Okay, so here I have chopped fresh parsley and chives, and the chicken is done. So here is some tender, fall off the bone chicken. I promised you this in the beginning of the video, and this just smells amazing. All of that rendered seasoned juice, flavors, and the melted butter. It's just like the ultimate cowboy butter chicken. So I'm just going to pour over these chicken juices and melted butter over the chicken and garnish with your fresh herbs. And if you don't have fresh parsley or chives, you could just add dried parsley and chives when you add the chicken to cook. That also works. The flavor will be there. So the veggie of choice today is going to be broccoli, and I'm just cutting the florets off of the stalk. And it's very simple. I could roast this in the oven, but it's hot outside. So I'm just going to do this on the stovetop. I have like 3/4 cup of water. I'm going to add all the broccoli in this small pot. And I'm just going to season with this lemon pepper seasoning mix. I'm going to cover with the lid, turn on the heat, and just let it cook and steam in the pot. At this point, my potatoes are done, so now I'm going to drain most of the water. I am using the Boursin cheese hack to these potatoes. It's very simple. Just take this container or this round of Boursin cheese. I like the shallot chive. They also have garlic and herb that you can purchase. That's also good, but I like this one. I'm going to add it right into the pot. By the way, I left like 3/4 cup of the boiling liquid, the salted boiling liquid, with the potatoes. If you want to add cream, maybe some more milk with melted butter into the mix, you can. I'm going for simple and basic today. Boiled potatoes, some salt, this cheese, and just let it come together. Oh, some cracked black pepper too. Okay, it's time to plate this up. 1 more ladle of butter. It smells amazing. I can't wait to dig in. So I've plated up my potatoes and broccoli. And I'm going right on top of the potatoes with this fall off the bone tender cowboy butter drumsticks. So good. And as the weather is getting hotter, I'm probably going to be using my crock pot or my slow cooker a lot more. By the way, another reason I did not add butter to the mashed potatoes is I'm ladling over this melted butter now. So see, that all worked out. And dinner's ready. And this is my plate, so I can't wait to try this chicken. And this truly is something that I keep in rotation. I love a good chicken drumstick in the crock pot, no matter how you season it. I do barbecue chicken, cowboy butter chicken, whatever chicken, it's so good. And this is the perfect bite. So I hope you give this recipe a try. I hope you like it, and thanks for watching.